I don't know why word of the weeks are so hard. Welcome to the second episode of Word of the Week. I know it's a little bit random, but I filmed this video earlier. I did not like the way it turned out. I don't know, I just felt so like scripted, and I don't really like that. I'm someone like, I value authenticity. And so I'm remaking this video right now. Lighting, not busting, nothing. Basically, I was trying to record a video concerning rejoicing in our suffering. So I was trying to sit down, you know, Bible verse, talking about this and that. Not quite, not working, focus, baby. Don't be embarrassing me. So that didn't work out. I'm just gonna summarize what I said. Basically, right now in my life, I'm going through it. I'm going through it in the sense where honestly nothing around me right now is really making sense. Nothing is necessarily going the way I want it to go. I feel like every day when I wake up, something new is happening. It's literally like a no rest type situation, back to back to back. And it's like, damn, because I really feel like lately I've gotten closer to God, never like before. I've been really close to God. I read my Bible every day. I read my devotional. I talk to God. I tell him about everything going on. But yeah, I still feel like nothing's really clicking. Nothing's really making sense, and I'm like, what's going on? But then the word that I remembered is Romans 5 verse 3 to 4. Basically, rejoice in your sufferings, because it's in those sufferings where you produce perseverance, hope. There's one more. I have it written. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. Produces perseverance, character, and hope. That's kind of like a quick summary, but y'all get it. I'm going to insert the verse here so that y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We have to understand that it's in these moments, in these trials, in these hardships, in these bottom, low barrel times where God is working in us the most. There's this girl who I was watching a video, and she said something that I was like, T, and she literally said, I'm gonna insert her YouTube as well. You know me, I always get credit, but her name is Floor Cantu. She said, focus on the positive while trusting God to overcome the negative. Clock it. If you're focusing on the negative, you're focusing on the bad, you're focusing on everything that's possibly wrong, that's what your mind is going to be set on. That's what you're gonna see. That's what you're gonna continue to believe in. So you have to shift your mindset. Focus on the good. You have to focus on the positive. You have to look at the good in every situation. Once again, rejoice in your sufferings. You need to start asking yourself these questions while you're going through all this. Instead of being so sick and being mad at God, ask God, what is it that you're trying to show me? I wrote a list out. What is it that you're trying to teach me? What valuable lesson do you want me to get out of it? How do you want me to grow from this? What is it that I can take away from this suffering? As silly as it sounds, these trials, once again, are helping us. They're helping us produce endurance. They're helping us grow. They're helping us become better people. They're helping us learn something new so that we can carry that wisdom, carry that knowledge in our future seasons. So I'm someone, I suffer. What is this, a disease? Oh my gosh. I have really bad road rage, guys, right? Not as much anymore, honestly. You can ask my friends, like, I really like dimmed it down. Especially like here in Amherst, no one knows how to drive. I don't know what's going on. And so I would be very impatient on the roads. And just in general, I used to be just very impatient. Like, patience used to be thin, used to be slim. I used to get mad very easily. I'd be very impatient. I would want things right away. I noticed that. My friends noticed that. The people around me noticed that. And I don't think that's a good character trait to have, honestly. So I started praying to God. I was like, God, please teach me patience. Teach me all this. And remember what you pray for. Remember what you pray for, because you could be praying for something and God is helping you obtain those things through sufferings, through trials, through certain situations. Although it's not the way that you want it to be presented to you, it's the way that God is presenting it to you to help you. I've noticed that while I was praying for patience and everything, there was this one time I'm stuck in traffic. Instead of getting mad, doing my typical road rage, cussing people out, doing all this, doing all that, I try to sit down. I'm like, okay, why am I in this situation? What can I take out of this? It's not necessarily specifically suffering, but it's a situation that honestly affects me. It might sound crazy, but traffic actually drives me insane. So I try to sit down, I'm like, okay, God, what is it that you're trying to teach me? What is it? Patience. God was trying to teach me patience. He's putting me in these situations so I can learn how to wait. I can learn to be patient. I'm sorry, guys. The light keeps on fluctuating. I apologize. I just really need to film this video. Notice that when I sit down and try to do the whole lighting and spill, it just don't work out like that. Remember that the Lord allows suffering for a greater good. If anything, while you're suffering, this is your chance to show God that you actually trust in Him. You believe in Him. You have faith. You don't necessarily see how anything can possibly go right, but you know that, okay, I know the truth. I know what God's told me. I know God told me to focus on him and all things shall be added onto me. Romans 8:20 thing, all good things work out for those who love the Lord. I know these truths. So are you going to lean on your own understanding and let your situation define who you are? Or are you going to trust in God? Are you going to have faith in God? Are you going to believe that God can help you get over whatever it is that you're going through? Once again, like right now, I don't know how anything is going to work out right now, but I know it's going to work out. And how do I know that? Because God said so. And I trust in God. Everything is going to work out just fine. Do I know how? Could I tell you the steps? Could I even tell you when? Absolutely not. But I choose not to lean on my own understanding. I choose to trust God. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's easy. Some days I'm on the verge of crashing out. I'd be all over the place, but I have to remain in the truth. I know that God is working. He's always working day and night. I think I literally just read a verse. I was reading, I'm still in Isaiah, guys. Isaiah 27, it says here, I am the Lord who watches over it to water it regularly. He's talking about his vineyard, the people of Israel, which is us. He watches over it to water it regularly so that no one disturbs it. I watch over it night and day. Don't let your current situation define your future. There's still days that I'm worried, that I have a little bit more anxiety, that I question everything going on, where I have doubt. But at the end of the days, all those thoughts don't mean anything because I always revert back to the truth. I still pray to God every single day, and I tell God, cast your worries. I think there's a Bible verse. Yeah, 1 Peter 5-7. Cast all your worries on him because he cares for you. Clock it. I be sitting here, I be telling God, like, what's going on? Like right now, this isn't making sense. This isn't making sense. I be telling him about all my problems, but at the same time, I pray about them too. I pray to God that he takes away the worry. He takes away the anxiety because it makes me feel like I'm not fully depending on him and I'm not fully letting him work in my life. I don't want to have these doubts with God. Why am I doubting God? Like, I'm bugging. Even though, once again, like the situation seems absolutely crazy, me personally, I'ma trust God. He's done it before and he can do it again. It's not on my timing, because if it was up to me, would have been in God's perfect timing. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why we're going through these things. There's a reason why we're going through these sufferings. God is trying to teach us something. Fix your heart posture while you're waiting. You can't just wait with a bitter heart and expect God to bless you. That don't make no sense. The power of tongue as well. Stop declaring all these false things. The situation's never gonna get better. I'm always gonna be down bad. I'm not seeing no growth here. Stop declaring those things over your life. God forbid. Start saying that God will make a way. God will help you see the light on the other side of the tunnel. I think that's it. But start declaring the word of God over your life. God is working in me. And God loves you so much, he would never do nothing to hurt you. Jeremiah 29:11. For the Lord has plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Remember that these sufferings, if anything, help you mature spiritually. They help you lean on God. They help you trust God even more. Look at your situation with a different lens. Start focusing on God. Start focusing on the good. And let him deal with everything that's going on. I'm not saying that you don't have the right to be sad and down bad a couple times, because one thing about me, I be going through it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. But if you choose to focus on that negative and make that negative a reality, baby, that's all you're gonna get out of it. Are you gonna lean on yourself and the temporary solutions of this world? Or are you gonna lean on God? Yeah, guys, that was the quick little word. Yeah, once again, I apologize for the lighting. That's the most embarrassing thing ever, but I really just needed to get this word out again. I hope the message still came across properly. I hope this helps you shift your perspective, especially in seasons where life is going all over the place. Allow yourself to have a good heart posture while waiting, while you're suffering, so that when you receive the blessing, baby, the joy is gonna be even bigger. God is gonna be like, look at my faithful servant. She stayed down when life was down bad for her, but she continued to trust in me. Imagine how much more rewarding that blessing will be. You never gave up on God, that you continue to put your full trust and faith in God, and look how he rewarded you. Too good. Once again, I'm so sorry that this video was a little bit all over the place. This was so spontaneous. I picked up my camera. I was like, nah, I need to refilm this video. Let me do it again. But I hope this word encouraged you and touched you in any possible way. And if there's one thing you should take away from this message, once again from my girl Flor Cantu, focus on the positive while trusting God to overcome the negative. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share to your cousins. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.